Hello, Element Kids. It's the month of April already. It's hard to believe it. But today, we're going to talk about our country for the month of April. And it's the country of Togo, which is a little tiny country in Africa. It's about the size of West Virginia, if that gives you an idea how small this country is. So, the country of Togo has about 8 million people in it. It's about 99% African. They speak French, and there's also two other languages, You and Mina. Now, about 51 of them believe in things like witchcraft and other bad things. 29% are Christian, and about 20% are Muslims. So, next up, we're going to talk about a few facts about what the Assemblies of God is doing in Togo. There are 8 U.S. Assemblies of God missionaries that work in Togo. In over 2,500 churches with 1,200 pastors, there are 743,000 people who worship God. There's 2 Bible schools and 9 training programs across the country. And West African Advanced School of Theology is based in Lome and trains church leaders from all over the West and Central Africa. Before we do our true missionary story, I want to tell you a couple of things that BGMC does to bless Togo. BGMC is a big help to WAST Bible School in Togo. It gives books and computers and helps pay tuition and supplies. BGMC has drilled well all over Togo and provided buddy barrel buckets like the one showing. Each well is put near an AG church or Bible school. Villagers come to the water and hear about Jesus. People are also given clean, new buddy barrel buckets to put their water in. And BGMC is helping to build Sunday school shelters all over Togo so that the children have a place to learn about God without having to sit outside in the hot sun or the rain. A true mission story, starting now. Yavavi woke up and opened her eyes. Everything remained dark, black like night. "Mother," she called. "Mother, where are you? I can't see." Yavave's mother, Yana, came to Yavave and helped her to her feet. "Help me, Mother," Yavave said. "I'm blind." For blindness to come on someone so quickly, Ewa knew it had to be the activities of spirits. She knew all about the activities of spirits, for she was a witch doctor. People would come to her and pay her to cast spells on other people. But something about this frightened Ewa. Why would the spirits do this to her daughter? Afraid of the spirits, Ewa knew she had to find a greater power. So she took Yovivo to the home of a Christian pastor. At 4 o'clock on a Sunday morning, she woke the pastor and said, "Please, pray for my daughter. She was suddenly struck blind. I know that evil spirits have done this. I know that you have greater power." The pastor and his wife prayed for Yavia for 2 hours. Nothing happened. Finally, they sent Aya and Yavia home and said that they would come to her after church. She took Yavia home. She didn't know if the pastor would keep his word. But later that day, the pastor came, and he wasn't alone. He had brought several people from his church. He told her, "These are prayer intercessors. They will pray for Yavia." All the Christians gathered around Yavia and began to pray. The pastor prayed. His wife prayed. The intercessors prayed. They prayed for 4 hours, and then they went home. At 8 o'clock that evening, Aya was surprised to see the pastors and the intercessors returning. Again they prayed for Yahweh. They prayed for 4 more hours. At midnight, they were too tired to continue, so they went home. The next morning, Ewa took Yahweh to the pastor's house. "Look," she said excitedly. "Look! My daughter can see! She is healed!" "Praise God," the pastor said. Aya then grew quiet. She said to the pastor, "I don't want my daughter to live the kind of life I live. Please pray for her to become a Christian." The pastor led Yahweh in a prayer, and Yahweh prayed along with him and gave her heart to Jesus. Then the pastor said to Yahweh, "Let me pray for you as well, so you can become a Christian." Yahweh allowed the pastor to pray for her, but she didn't pray along. She just listened as he prayed. Yahweh has grown in the Lord. To this day, she is active in the church and learning what it means to walk with the Lord daily. She is also studying to become a seamstress. Her mother, Yahweh, has not left the practice of witchcraft, but she is happy that her daughter has found peace. Yahweh and the church are praying for Allah's salvation. This missionary story, you guys, is from a missionary by the name of Bertie Smith, who is an active missionary in Togo. In closing, here is a list of 4 things that we can pray for our missionaries in Togo. 1. For our U.S. missionaries working in Togo, and for the Togolese missionaries that have been sent to work in other African countries. Secondly, that God would call more pastors for the churches and for their training. Third, for the people trapped in the false religions of Voodoo or Islam, that they would find Jesus and his peace. Finally, for the kids and young people of Togo, that they would learn to serve Jesus, not spirits or Allah. Go ahead and pause this video and take a moment to pray for these 4 needs. Thank you so much for joining us for this BGMC lesson. As I close this in prayer, I just pray that you guys remember to keep looking for that lost change. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for today, and we just pray that as we close, that you would just help us to remember what all it is that our giving can really do around the world to bless your kingdom. Amen.